Z-Man beat Planet Let me check the previous week. So Manners versus Cybermobius, Rigel versus Heat, Hi-Hat. Oh, that's Rigel. Okay. I know Rigel beat Sir Fox. 1,000 Red Lines. I think he lost to the Doggo, but he might have to correct me on that.
Who are these names that I'm hearing?
I know. There's a lot of names that I don't know.
Like, who is Rigel? Who is the Doggo? Like, why is that his name?
Fight.
But,
Rigel actually did dog, though. Oh, he's on a little bit down for 2-3. Down hit. Oh, wow. Hit mixed.
So, SubZero is going with the Gigas. I actually was not expecting this, but then again, I can't say I had expectations because I didn't know who he played. But,
and he like steamrolled whoever he played. I forget who he played though. I think he played Manners.
Round 2.
Actually, did he play Manners?
Fight.
I can't remember. Come on, let me scroll first.
While you do that, DF23 for the counter hit. Goes for the Oki with the hatchet kick. Good block. So, this is actually a pretty weird matchup.
Okay, yeah, 2 weeks ago he played double car at SubZero. SubZero won like 5-0.
Oh, really? Wow. Did he play Gigas?
Yes, he did.
Oh, my lord.
I'm pretty sure it was Gigas versus Bryan. So.
Oh, my lord.
But D3thcoff seems to know the Gigas matchup so far, so I don't think it's going to be a 5-0 again.
Well, let's hope not. Apparently, the last week that we were here, it was nothing but 5-0. Snake as the Evo winner.
Evo 2020 online winner. Oh my god.
Wow. Alright. If anything, it might be a 5-0 in the other way if it goes like this. But D3thcoff taking the first game very quickly.
With the statement start.
So, yeah, it's, glad that, I'm glad to be back. Glad to be on the mic with you, my good man. I know you've been holding it down for Philly.
Yeah.
So, but,
trying to make Lars look good, but it happens. It'd be like that sometimes. But man, I miss offline. I miss seeing everybody.
Yeah, it was nice being a TO and seeing everybody play live in the flesh. But one day. Maybe not one day soon, because for all those tournament folks that like to travel, apparently, this is just my unconfirmed source, but apparently EU is banning travel from America because once they reopen. That's
shocking.
It's not actually. But back to this. So quick start for D3thcoff. He did show some good knowledge, like you said. So Gigas is DF3 steering. So when he went for the mid, even though he got clipped one time, he did get the jab punish when he didn't finish 3-hit string. So good for him. So it looks like SubZero may not be getting away with a lot of tomfoolery in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely not.
Which is important, right? It's not like Gigas is a great character, so he needs basically anything that he can get, and if you take those away from him, makes it pretty hard for Gigas to get going.
And we go with Infinite Stage again. I'm not sure. I guess maybe he's afraid of like taunt setups at the wall.
But D3thcoff doesn't have those.
Round 1.
No offense to him. I'm just saying. No offense to him. He literally just doesn't do it. So.
Yeah, you're right. Not that much. Okay. Goes for 1-2 to try punishing the power crush, but I don't think Gigas 1-2 reaches his power crush.
And it's launch punishable, so. And the mock punch is safe. They made it -9 now, so okay. You can't punch it.
And we get another down 4-2-3.
And full combo, drops it again.
Okay, scoop him off the ground. Nice.
So with the F2-3, Gigas can get a 1-2 punish off of that. Rage drive, good block.
Guaranteed, because he took. I think, can you jab him out of that? Because isn't it
no,
like
you don't jab him out of that. But Bryan can parry it.
Okay. Isn't it like a Gigas? It takes like a specific amount of steps to unblock those unduckable.
Well, no, you can always duck
Punish.
the high. You can always duck the high. You're just committing to it.
Oh my god, what a beat.
Down 2.
Boom, boom, boom. Alright, looks like SubZero finally woke up.
Alright, chooses to get some more space, and why not? Bryan doesn't necessarily have too many approach options, plus frames.
Nice conditioning. Good punish. The long arms, man. Can't be whipping on long arm Gigas like that.
One of the better 10-frame punishers when you know it'll work.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
alright, so that's punishable. If he doesn't charge those punches fully, you can punish them.
Yeah.
I mean, or you can be God and you can just parry him.
He was ready for Snake Edge this time.
And gets the full combo.
He went for the 5-star frog splash. Oh, wow, that track is really interesting.
Well, you know, it is hard to step, yes. Oh, he interrupts.
Oh, I thought he was going to do Snake Edge. Oh, okay, he's dead. Good conversion to that coffee.
So, he's not going to give him those 3 rounds back quite so easily. While Rising 3 counter hit. Drops the combo, but gets the throw.
He really likes dropping his combo into a mix.
And soccer kick. But, I mean, on an infinite stage, that's not a bad choice for Bryan. Because, obviously, he's not going to get that wall carry.
That thing. Okay, interesting combo. I wasn't sure if he could go for Golem after that. I mean, Goliath. Okay, he massive.
Alright, that's the caveat. Oh, man. Is he going to get the perfect right back? No, he doesn't. He has 2 for the win. So it's like 0.
Nice answer.
But to your point, so it's not like dropping your combo into a mix-up is a bad thing, especially when you're on an infinite stage. It's just a matter of when, like, his mix-ups aren't exactly like life-changing. Like he had a good option in where his most recent one he dropped the combo and did the 1+2 throw. But before that, it looks like his main mix-up all of that is either going to be like hatchet kick, maybe mid soccer kick, which are both good 50-50s, but it's like...
I'd rather just... Sometimes, I mean, like, as a guy that likes putting people in a mix-up, for Bryan, I feel like you might as well just get the damage and just force him to approach you, because like Bryan is all about keeping the opponent out, fishing for the counter hits. So
right.
Like, I mean, like, I can understand the offensive approach with Bryan, but like I feel like the defensive, make your opponent sweat approach is a lot better.
Well, you can do that. We haven't really seen him use a lot of back 1 either. Now that's usually the pressure move for Bryan. Yeah. At least that's my understanding.
He hasn't done hatch kick much either.
Right, so it's kind of like you're not really giving him anything to be afraid of with the 50-50.
Yeah. But I can understand why he's going for mix-ups, because Gigas can't sidestep well. So I mean, if he can't step the mix, because like I know like Ty used to say a lot of times that like it's easy to deal with Bryan's like offense because you can still step him, but like in Gigas' case he can't step. So
very true. And then a recent buff that they gave Bryan was that he has they made his hatchet kick more plus. I mean, it's only 1 more frame, but at that point it means that his jab becomes a true frame trap.
So Psycho.
So, Psycho, you never answered my question when we last played, and I still want that answer. But anyway, he knows what I'm talking about. Back to game 3.
Good punish.
Alright, so there's the back 1.
Wow. High crush.
Now the thing about it is that low is -14. Bryan gets a heavy punish.
He's definitely
So good stuff to SubZero, taking the lead in this set.
Now, Gigas isn't a character known for having like really strong pressure, but Def's gonna have to call out Gigas on these fake pressure because he keeps doing like that. He keeps doing like that one kick string into like the low.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know the input for it, but I mean that's looking pretty good this run. Oh, okay.
And all right, good break on 1+2 throw. He needed it. Gets it down back 2.
The mix. Oh my god.
All reliable. The orbital.
The all reliable. Never fails.
All right. And, ooh, nice parry setup.
Nice little setup.
All right, down back 2 again.
But yeah,
This is the free damage.
he's doing a good job with his down back 2 pressure.
And he's using that bear hug. He's using that very well too.
That whip!
Wow. Tekken 7 hurt boxes.
Okay, he didn't mash. It was good patience by Def because honestly, that was me. I probably would have mashed right there because he keeps doing down back 2 after the first hit.
All right. So no punish on that string again.
Oh, he's
All right, now he's plus.
Oh, good job. Good job.
It's decent. He drops the combo again, but he gets the hatchet for Oki. Well, I'm sorry, stop.
Okay, nice patience on the Oki tech.
So
no punish, but he was close.
he has the right idea. Jab definitely works.
Nice, beautiful play.
Do it again.
All right, I'll take the mid.
Oh my god! Full injured.
What
Counter
is
his
going
strings and jab punish.
Jesus, man. I say I'll take the mid. He wakes up into the high.
But some really good decisions on SubZero's part, and I gotta say, I like what he's been doing with using Gigas' jab. Yeah, because you gotta think about it, it has great range. Obviously, it's a plus because it's a normal jab, and it's really been keeping D3thcoff at bay. We saw at the start of the round when he tried to use hatchet kick pressure, he just jabs him right out of it. So I really think it's going to be important for slowing him down as the set goes on.
Yeah, if Def can somehow deal with down back 2, then SubZero is probably going to switch up his approach a little bit because down back 2 has been putting in a lot of work. But luckily for Bryan, they gave him that season 3 while standing I-13 punish now because I'm pretty sure
no one uses.
That no one uses. Nobody uses it, but they're like, oh, Bryan needs better while standing punishment.
They gave him better while standing punishment, and when do you see a Bryan player consistently punish stuff with that new move? None of them.
It's just like Ty or like Reflex Sunny that does it, but like everyone else that I've seen use Bryan, they don't do it.
Reflex Sunny still plays Bryan? I haven't seen that man on Bryan in months.
Well, last time I ran into him, he was playing Akuma, so he might be part of the top tier
Right.
army now.
Well, he was in the top tier army back to when I last played him at that Philly Esports Xbox tournament. He's playing Geese.
Ew, he was in Geese.
He's playing Season 2 Geese, and now he's on that Season 3 Akuma top tier whore.
It happens, man. It'd be like that.
No shade to Sunny. I have a lot of respect for that man.
Very cool guy. Very cool guy.
But anyways, here we are. We're on game number 4. So some good adjustments from SubZero, slowing down the Bryan pressure, mixing him up with the charge.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job with Goliath mixes. Mix-ups. Is it Goliath? Is that the mix-up? I mean, the stance, or is it Golem?
Golem is... No, it's not Golem, so it might be Goliath.
Okay, we get a back one counter.
Alright, please don't drop the combo. Just take him to the wall. There you go.
Oh, no throw break, and he's stuck at the wall now.
Alright, he has all the pressure. Alright, plus frames.
No punish.
So that's minus 12 at the very least. Bryan does get something off of it. You have
no
2-3.
throw break. We don't break throws until then. Oh, no punish! This looks bad for D3thcoff. If he gets one mix up in, oh no. Oh, good jump. Very smart. Very smart by D3thcoff. I'm not sure if that was intentional though, so.
Probably not, but when you're at that range and Gigas does have range, that's what you do.
Use your 13, your new punish, man. Use it. Use it.
Nope.
Fight.
That's about to be a free low if he doesn't get anything off of it.
But I'm sure people know this by now, but in case you don't, when Gigas has rage and he does his rage drive, if you jump at the right time, it doesn't matter if it's forward or backwards, you get the ground shake animation doesn't happen, so you can avoid the mix-up. So yeah, if you're ever fighting Gigas and he's sitting in rage, I would say just like try timing your jump right. He doesn't jump. That's mid route now, right? That double.
No, it should be mid high.
Oh, it's mid high. So okay.
Yeah.
I know they changed one of the strings up to make it. I think it was back in season 2 they changed it. Okay,
I know that they made his was it Golem 2? Oh, he's gonna jump over okay, used to the rage art. But I know that they made his Golem 2, the shoulder. I'm sorry, or his Golem 1 maybe, but that used to be a high and they made it a mid finally.
Def, come on, man, you got this. Def,
Alright, what?
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice to evade the orbital.
Def had that right. He was in the driver's seat and almost crashed.
Fight.
I mean, it's hard when you haven't been dealing with these mix-ups. It gets scary. Nice free soccer kick. Hatchet. And you see he's been taking away his advantage in that situation after the hatchet kick by just jabbing him, and that is really important when you think about how Bryan gets his offense in.
That's amazing.
Now, he could have interrupted that one, and he did.
So like Def should probably, if he's just jabbing after his hatchet kick, he should probably try doing some magic force. Maybe.
Or instant wall rising 3 for the counter hit. He's not ducking those strings, but good punish on the whip down 2.
Or just like a simple sidestep should do the trick.
Potentially, yeah.
Because if he down jabs, good whip punish. If he down jabs or he jabs, it should avoid both. Because he's already plus anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, more jab pressure.
Down back 2. Oh, he might be dead here. Yeah, he's dead. Mix
and that was guaranteed because of the wall positioning.
Gigas is scary at the wall, man. He hasn't even been doing the command throw at all.
He hasn't needed to. That is what's important.
Yeah, because if he starts doing the command throw, then that's especially with the season 3 buff where he can do it out of his golem stance. That could cause a lot of problems. Like they gave Gigas some decent buffs, and like of course Gigas is not going to be like a top tier character, but like every character is viable in Tekken 7. But like when at like our level of play, every character is viable. But like at the highest levels of play, it's a little harder to perform well with these bottom feeder characters.
Yeah, because it's not necessarily that you can't. It's more that the access to damage and the kinds of options you have to work with. So generally, what you see in top tier characters is that they have easy access to basically full life bars of damage. Most characters have insane wall carry at this point, but then you have things like counter hit launchers, magic fours,
Back both ways, Leroy.
fast homing moves, fast mid homing moves.
Fast, safe, high homing moves. Narrow launchers, Bakaram.
There are mids
Leroy.
out there that put opponents in crowds, so you think of things like Mishima forward 4, Claudio's back 3. No, it's not back 3. Claudio has one of those mids, just like Shaheen does. I think Shaheen is back 3. But,
For what? Homing move?
No. It's not plus. It's probably like 0, like same as Claudio's, but it's a mid that puts him in crouch. And basically, it can restrict movement.
A mid that puts him in crouch.
I think it's back 3 for Shaheen, but I just don't remember.
I thought it was Shaheen's back 3 is the overhead kick that puts him plus, but I think they made his back 1 go into crouch now. I think
So then you have that too. So those are like all the things and tools that most of these top tier characters have that you don't really see from characters, or like Gigas doesn't really have that.
Yeah.
So, oh man, he's going for the big low.
Speaking of changes, Gigas with the while standing launcher now, the while standing screw, big change.
Yeah, that was a big change. So I want to see if SubZero continues using that full crouch low.
Okay.
And he drops the combo again, but this time he does get the throw. So Philly, don't break those.
He wants that pressure, but honestly, like I would 3 plus. Oh wow, just throw it out
Downtown, and that should be the game. Great try, there it is.
But yeah, I honestly just like get life lead, chill, try fishing with some 3+4s. I mean, I know it'd probably be a little bit harder to do in this matchup because Gigas has long range, which is like 4 forward 1 and his jabs. But I still think it's doable. If you have the right timing.
Well, here's the thing though. It's really scary for D3thcoff to probably play defensive right now when you're still losing to things like Gigas' DF3 string. You're still getting caught with down back 2. Pretty scary to play defense when you can't properly make them pay for moves like that.
Fight.
So I guess the best defense is
good offense.
Good offense.
That's probably it, and that's how he got his first game.
It's working right now for him.
So, and look, even now when he does have the life lead, he's still going in.
Nice. Down 14. Yeah, he's starting to find his groove now. What is up, Deadly Cobra? How's everything going?
It's good to see everyone in the chat. You know, another week of Cheesesteaks and Throwbreaks. We're glad to have you all.
Alright, he's matching. SubZero is matching against his down 14 string.
And he's paid for it twice.
I would just take the damage there.
Honestly, you don't get any better of a 50-50 from letting him tech roll as opposed to just do the full combo and then you can get a run-up mix-up. Like, I don't see what the big change in the Oki is if you just let the combo rock.
Yeah, but we finally saw the command throw. I think it was the first one on the set.
Oh, he finally gets the 1-2 punish on something. And full combo. And that was all of those games of just conditioning with down back 2. He wasn't getting punished. So now he can just throw that rollout and get big reward off of it.
Big boy problems, man. SubZero putting in that work. He's up 4-1 now.
So
SubZero's been bullying Bryan players in IPP, man.
It's about time we mix up his opponents. SubZero, we're looking at you, man. Good to see you in the stream.
SubZero, we're about to call him the Bryan Slayer at this point.
Right? I mean, until he plays Ty.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Until he plays Ty.
Before he plays Ty.
But that is a match that I would want to see. For better or worse.
Afro is not on commentary tonight. Odo. Did I say that right?
So basically how it usually works, I've been MIA, but I'm usually a commentator for PC Tekken, or at least one of the commentators. I am back from the cave. So happy to be on the mic with you guys again.
But I wouldn't count D3thcoff out just yet because I've done a few sets with D3thcoff and he's very solid with Bryan. I think he just needs to switch a couple things up and
finish them combos.
I would just take the damage and just try playing solid and not worry too much about trying to fish for stuff. I mean, like if anything, like 3+4 is probably the main thing you really need to just fish with to keep him out with. But like if you're playing on infinite stage, you can just use your movement too. I mean, it's an infinite stage, so you can just keep back.
Yeah, that's true. So I think the biggest thing about when you try to be solid is you gotta let a character like Gigas, at least, you really gotta let him kill himself. Because, of course, like we said, he's doing some punishable things here and there, and D3thcoff is just getting hit by all of it. And the times that he has been blocking, you know, down back 2, he hasn't given him a reason to stop, basically.
Yeah.
So if you can just change, it's hard to ask somebody to change, so like to not punish something to suddenly punish something. But these are the things that are definitely killing them in these tight, in those tight rounds, like there. So good mock kick, and he gets the mid.
Okay, nice little duck with the crouch dash. All right.
Good break on the 2 throw.
Free. Oh,
and then he got lucky. He got lucky. All right, while standing 3 takes it.
That was really close. If that would have bounced off the wall, he would have taken massive damage.
What's up, Blitz? No, this isn't the first game. Scores have been updated for you, sir. What's up, Afro? Good to see you, fat boy.
Alright, nice. Dude, SubZero going to work.
And a good punish on that Wild Rising 1. It is minus 15, so...
Good luck, but he didn't use the Season 3 buffs. Use your Season 3 buffs, damn it.
They basically don't exist.
Oh, you gotta duck that string, man. Okay. SubZero really doing a good job conditioning with Gigas strings.
Yeah, that's what they're there for. So...
Oh, I did not know that spectator mode can put on the frame data on screen.
Yes, you can. I'm not going to do that for the sake of not obstructing the screen, but you can have yours up and tell me frame data.
Well,
alright, down back 2 again, and that's the Bill round.
classic.
Did it hit the wall? Yep.
The Gigas classic, unfinished string into grab.
Oh, the evil winner.
Snake edge. Just do it.
Snake edge.
Just do it.
Down 2 spike, mid soccer kick. What a big brain play.
Oh, jab him? Okay, yep, that's guaranteed. I don't know why you can get a combo off that, but...
I don't know either. At least it's scale, but you still shouldn't get a combo off of that.
Oh my god. Mix. He's really respecting the Goliath stance a lot.
And does he have the life? He does! This is gonna be hella damage. Alright. Only one guess. A real master.
Nice.
Final round.
Okay.
Alright, come on, Death Coffee. I know you can... I believe in you, Death. Oh, punish? Okay.
So you can interrupt that. So you can jab him, and if you have a magic 4, you can also get the magic 4 right before the headbutt comes out.
Oh, you jab again? Oh my god, that's so unfortunate.
Back 1. We're here. Doesn't break the throw.
Throw him again. Throw him again.
Taps him out of the mix-up. Plus free. Alright, he respects it that time.
Okay. I thought it was a wall flat. Okay, there's a magic 4. I've been waiting to see a magic 4 this whole time.
Alright. And he doesn't break the throw. That's all. Hangs in there.
He's hanging in. But I've been waiting for a magic 4 by Bryan.
So to answer your question, Fat Boy, Paul has that wake up. Gigas, I'm pretty sure Yoshimitsu has that. Those are the 3 that come to mind when you think of they get a jab off of the cross chop.
Paul has it.
Yeah, Paul, Gigas, Yoshi.
I don't know why Paul needs that, but he has it. I think Miguel might have it. Maybe.
I think he does. I mean, you're the Miguel player. I feel like you should know that.
Look, I flowchart my text off the ground a lot, so like I can't speak, but I feel like Miguel might have it. Or no, Miguel has the one where he like pushes himself off the ground, stands on his feet, and then he jumps at you. I don't think he has the rolling
Pretty sure that's
one.
the same thing.
Is
That's
it
the same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Okay, so yeah, Miguel has it.
Okay. So there you go. There's a few characters that can do that. So, but here we go. So we're back. Death Cough still hanging in there by the skin of his teeth. But I will also say,
what is up, bro? How's New York treating you? This is actually a first of 5 series, not a tournament series. But we do this like every weekend. PC on Sundays, PS4 on Saturdays for tri-state area. So you are in tri-state, my brother. So if you're ever interested in playing, you can definitely sign up.
you can sign up. There's a leaderboard. Top 3 basically gets privileges and prizes if you make it to top 3 on the leaderboards. Get to play people with decent connection around your area. Get some experience, be on stream.
If I remember correctly, I think leading the way for PC right now is Rigel. I have no idea where Rigel's from, but apparently Rigel's Philly. But yeah, Rigel's been putting in work with Steve the last 2 weeks he's played. So he's leading for PC. And then we have a lot of people like right behind him with a couple wins, like Gil Game. I gotta pull up the leaderboard, but I know Gil Game's right behind him. I know I play. Did I play on PC yet? I don't think I played
so.
on PC.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Fight.
But
Alright.
in the meantime, we're back. We're at Mishima Dojo, so this would definitely favor Bryan. But I would honestly say that SubZero has made more use of the wall than Death Cough has. I respect it so much.
Back one. Nice. If anything, I think Def just needs to do like delayed side rolls instead of just laying there, because
Right.
if he, especially when it's back at the wall, delayed side roll seems to be the best option.
Plus frame. Oh!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
He should be dead. There it is.
What a robbery! What a robbery!
Round 2.
And
Fight.
he's been really conditioned at this point.
Okay, Def did a good job right there. He did hatch kick and standing forward, so like now SubZero's got to start thinking. Even though he didn't get the frame trap, he still has to think about it now.
And another forward 3-2 from downtown. Once again, doesn't do the full combo. Plus frames from Gigas again.
Killing. Okay.
So SubZero really has to stop trying to challenge the lava punch when he blocks it.
Race drive. Here comes the race drive. Yep. Oh, nice. Okay, so Bryan has the same thing too.
Round 3.
I'm pretty sure from that particular position, mostly every character has it. But as
Okay.
far as like the kip up one is concerned, only a few.
Alright. Def's starting to show some life. He just needs to make sure he doesn't play back to the wall too much. But
And you know, backs to the wall.
Oh man.
Good pressure from SubZero, leaving him with nowhere to go.
Round 4.
Alright. Matt, set point for what a throw parry by SubZero.
He's gonna click into the wall. Headbutt.
No duck again.
But at least he's blocking this time. Like in the beginning of the set, he was just getting clipped by the third hit.
Okay, try to go for a parry.
Down back to again.
Snake Edge. He went for it, the people's champ.
I'm just so mad that he could have if he would have been a little bit faster, he could have gotten that full combo interrupting a string with Snake Edge. Let's just think about that.
Okay, back one. Keep it a simple combo. Keep it simple. Okay.
Right?
Why you ducking, sir? Why you ducking?
And I'm pretty sure he hasn't gone for the hatchet kick. He tried the Snake Edge again. He tried. Yeah, he hasn't done the hatchet kick from that OP situation. So, probably would be worth it to not do it.
Okay, another standing forward again at the hatchet kick. So yeah, SubZero's starting to respect a little bit. One thing I realized is that Def has not done Bryan. Oh my god.
No punish on the power crush. You can punish that.
People's champ. People's champ. Just do it. Okay, what's next? Oh my god.
Good punch.
No!
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Good stuff, SubZero.
That's like the third time I've seen that at the wall, but Tekken 7, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.